Bless up. You already know what's up. Time to stand up, make things right in each and every day that we go about living this life. I need for you to go about yearning for that desire and that elevation, to go about finding completion in your life. Despite what you might be going through, circumstances change when you start to make that change in your life. When you make that stand that today I'm gonna quit running, because you see, too many of us have been running from this precepts that we have built up around ourselves and believing in, holding on to notions that does not go about making it fulfilling in the things that we go forth and doing. And the reason I go about saying this is to everybody out here, life goes about viewing you and how you go about carrying yourself. You see, it's not what you say, it's not the image you portray, but it's all about how you carry yourself and letting it be on a consistent basis, not to switch up and not to become the flavor of the minute. Because the flavor of the minute is we just trying to go along to get along. But I keep trying to tell y'all, the whole plan is for you to learn how to go about formulating who you are, go about showcasing what you are, and not go forth and mimicking what you see. Because as a young man, it was hard. It was damn near miserable, because when you go through life and everybody is going in a direction that makes no sense to you, you feel out of place. But that is just life going forth and testing you and seeing, do you realize the specialty that's within you? You don't have to be like everybody else in order to go about getting ahead. The key is that you need to go about being yourself. And in being yourself, one must come to realize and hold on to that notion that just because it seems right to everybody else, but it just doesn't seem quite at peace with me, then I must leave that alone. Because life will go about exposing the many lies that you go about telling yourself. And the lies come forth in a way that is so shocking that it damn near stops us in our tracks. And the reason I go by saying it stops us in our tracks is that everybody believe that they're tough. Everybody believe that they're that alpha. And a lot of us, we feel comfortable when things are stacked in our favor. But life doesn't come to go about stacking things in our favor. You see, life goes about coming to show us what's really jumping off. And because too many of us, we don't take the time out to go about realizing that this facade and this image that we're trying to portray, we're trying to impress everybody else while disservicing ourselves. A while back, in my younger days, I'm overseas. And when you go overseas, it's like certain places that everybody goes to go clubbing and partying and stuff like that. And in this facility, it's like a big old warehouse. But the temperament was right, and it was just out to have a good time. But in the midst of this, trying to have a good time, you see life gonna come to show you what's really jumping off. So as I'm walking through the club, they got this a young man, we about the same age and so forth. He bumps me on my chest and tells me I better move out of his way. And I'm like, my mans, at some point in time, respect garners respect. If you're not giving me respect, you don't understand the basic notion that life comes to go about teaching. Now, I guess this dude must have figured that he had the upper hand because he had about 30 dudes with him. And with having that many dudes with him, I guess he believed that he's that dude. But life, like I keep trying to tell y'all, life will show you what's there. So I had one of my partners with me, and this dude probably like 5'6", about $120, soaking wet, but a ride or die dude. And I'm like, okay, tonight's gonna be that night. I didn't come here for this, but hey, we gonna see what life is really trying to show us. So I'm ready to go. The youth, not knowing that it's better to walk away. But ignorance brings about a valuable lesson. You see, life will show us what we don't know if we give it that opportunity. Remember, like what I said, there was like 30 of them dudes, and it's only me and my partner. So this dude grabbed my arm and he was like, man, babe, man, come on, please, let's go. We not gonna win. I said, life is not about winning. Life is about seeing how good we really are. Just don't get tired, and we gonna make it. And this dude gave me a second tug, like, man, please, come on, bro. You know, hey, I got you, but this is just plumb loco crazy. So I said, you know what, man? Looking in this dude's face, you could see that this dude didn't want to have no parts to it. And I'm not gonna drag a man into something that doesn't involve him per se, but it was just the business of taking care of business. So as the night goes on, we leave that club, we go to another club. And then going to that other club, guess who I run into? My mans. Now it's only me and him. I don't have my partner, he don't have his partners. But you know how that turned out. A lot of us have heart when the deck is stacked in our favor. But equalize it and see how much heart they really have. Now, the reason I go about showing you this and telling you this is that I need for you to find out who you are so you don't find yourself in a predicament where it's not favorable. And to top it off, I didn't do nothing to the young man. Because he started talking about, oh, we brothers and we supposed to look out for each other and this and this and that. And a coward is always going to be a coward. You see, those who have heart have heart. Those who have the forward and understanding will come to know that it's best. Certain lanes you do not partake in or do not walk down. Now, you know that's my blessing. You know I love y'all. One.